Okay, ignore the 20 like setting changes, lighting changes in this video. Hope you don't mind. Brace yourself for the 20 setting changes. Like, I'm not even kidding, because I'm I started it before I went to work because I didn't anticipate me getting this into the video, but I did. So I literally filmed it before work, filmed it after work, and then my phone died. Like, one of my phones died, so I had to film it on another one. So again, it's just like the shit just keeps changing, but it's the same fucking day, same story time, same timeline. So you should be able to keep up. Sorry if you can't. Don't know what to tell you. It's a long one. It's an interesting one. I feel like you guys always eat up my videos that have to do with boys, so hopefully you guys enjoy this one, because honestly, you guys probably will not get an in-depth ass story time about a boyfriend. I mean, that's such a lie, probably, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dead ass. Like, you probably won't get that in a while, at least, you know what I'm saying? Because like, it takes a while for me to like meet a guy, actually actively see him, do stuff with him, for it to go somewhere, and then for it to go so far south that you guys get a video, you know what I'm saying? And I would really hope, for my own sake, that I do not have to go through this shit again. Like, I really, really hope, at least to this extent. I mean, like, I guess this wasn't that bad. I'm so dramatic. Like, it really wasn't that bad, but like, at the same time, like, I hope my time doesn't get wasted again. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. And again, like, not necessarily time wasted, but you get what I'm saying when I say that. Like, I don't believe time is ever wasted, you know what I'm saying? Because I would do it again, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would, you know what I'm saying? Given the situation, like, there's nothing I would have changed or could have changed, and like, that's just the hindsight of it all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did what I could, I did the best I could, I did what I followed my heart, you know what I'm saying? Truly. So no regrets. It's just kind of like, I would have liked to see that play out differently, but it's okay, we get into that. So yeah, sorry for the intro ramble. I just wanted to address that. This is my little intro. I love you guys so much. Again, sorry that this is how it starts, but yes, please enjoy. Honestly, it's a video. I did want to talk about a few things that have been going on in my life, you know, for the sake of, also, the lighting just keeps getting worse. I know I already said that, but it's a sight. Okay, it's definitely a sight. So okay, so I'm gonna be this close, I guess, because I don't know, like, okay, like, I really don't know. I'm aware the lighting's not great, but anyways, I digress. So most recent update I wanted to give you guys, just kind of in general, like, really speed run, because I have like 10-ish minutes, maybe like 15, but you know, with me 10. So I guess most recent update would be the guy that I was talking to. Definitely I'll probably get into that in a separate video if I deem it necessary, because there is a lot that happened over the past month with that. But I literally blocked him last night just because, and like, okay, just like recap, if you don't know who I'm talking about, my last video, I kind of mentioned how like I was seeing this guy, and like, he's really sweet, and like, he has his shit together, and like, kind of like, I don't know, like, I thought, okay, I never thought, because I never believed these men, okay, like, dead ass, like, I never believe it, but on paper, he was acting very right, and I say acting over words, I mean, you know what I mean? Could have been acting better, so, you know, but he was acting right until he wasn't, I guess, you know, like, he was acting right until he wasn't. Like, it's really just that, like, that's the thing, like, like I said, I don't believe them ever, you know, so it's like, you know, me saying, you know, 5 times, like, maybe use words, but yeah, I was seeing him for like a month or two, basically, and like, we were moving pretty quick, but like, the thing is, like, I was okay with that, because it genuinely was just a thing where like, I just wanted some dick, and like, that was really just that, like, a little friendship. Like, that's the thing, like, all my like situationships are like guys that I like, I guess, have seen in the past consistently. I would say though, like, he was genuinely, like, I know that's crazy to say, like, 2 months. The thing is, like, I said this before too, it's like, I had seen guys over a longer period of time, but like, it didn't move as quick, or like, I wasn't seeing them as often. So like, with him, like, things did like actually move quicker, you know what I'm saying? And like, I was comfortable with him a lot quicker, like, even as a friend, you know what I mean? And like, my point is, I do, like, even if I'm just like fucking with someone, better way to say that, I do like to be friends, you know what I'm saying? I like to be on, because like, bitch, like, a complete stranger, that shit is just so weird to me. Like, I really don't do that, okay, like, dead ass. I mean, like, obviously, like, maybe like a one-off if the guy's really hot and like, it's just there, I guess, but like, it still has to be there. Like, so I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, man got my hopes up a little bit, but basically, again, very short fucking recap. The last time I saw him was actually, I want to say, the last time things were good between us and I saw him was that day that I posted that video, and I was like, I'm gonna see him tonight. Saw him tonight, had a great time, and he was on the whole, I think I said this at the time, but especially that night in particular, like, he was very like, I just want to be with you, I know it's too soon to know, but I just really like you, I just want you to myself, I just love when you stay with me, and I love waking up to you, and all the things. And like that was like also the first time we had gone that's insane, but like that was the first time we had gone out in public together, you know what I mean? And in his defense, honestly no, but I would normally go over pretty late. So it's like we did just go to a bar, you know what I mean? It's not like we like whatever, but like I do always go over late, like after everything's closed by my own doing, just because, I mean, although I will say it's like if you were really fucking with me, you could have actually planned a date or something, and I'm gonna get to that. And mind you, that entire period of us seeing each other, a date was never seen, which again, it's like I didn't care because I wasn't seeing you for dates. I was seeing you for, you know what I mean? So it's like, bitch, like I wasn't tripping, you know what I mean? Like I was not like, oh my God, buy me a damn ring, like, you know what I mean? Now again, it's like if you're gonna be all, and the only thing that I wish I did not let him do that I'm still so fucking mad about is me letting him, like, I don't know if you guys understand, like I know I showed you guys a little bit if you look at that video, but that was like a week old at that point. Like this man had me bruised up everywhere. Like I don't think I mean, I know I kind of like talked about it a little bit, but like he really did. And like I didn't care, bitch. That just obviously takes you off the market. Like you get what I'm saying? Like it really does. And like, bitch, I didn't give a fuck because he let me do it too. So like I wasn't really like, you know what I mean? Like I was like, okay, like, you know, whatever. Like I didn't care because again, it's like I did genuinely fuck with him. And the thing is, like, I know like maybe I seem like a hoe to you guys or something. I'm really not. If you really know me and you really listen to what I'm saying, like take what I'm saying for what it is. Like I'm not a hoe, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm a little heartless and cold with men. Like that's really just it, because you have to be, like you really do have to be. Wish it wasn't like that, but that's how it is. You guys know that. We all know that. If you don't know that, get to know in it, but I mean, just really, yeah. If I didn't fuck with you, I wouldn't let you do that. You know what I'm saying? Because like, obviously I go outside and everyone's looking at me crazy. And like, how can they not, you know? So like, that was really my only thing. Like I have bruises like, you know what I mean? Then again, it's like, I think that shit's hot. So like, I wasn't necessarily like, I wasn't upset about it, but it's like, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have allowed that shit. Like, I don't think you guys understand. Like, I'm always saying that, like, it is, for what it's worth, it's a strict program. It's not even so much as a strict program, but like, I just don't play that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be walking around like that and then going fucking some other guy. Like, that's weird as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, that's what? Like, okay. Like, I'm just like, okay. Like, the thought of it really, like, I just can't. But anyways, there was that. And even that night, the last time I saw him and things were good, he was on some, like, you know, like, I just want to start taking you on dates. Like, we need to start like doing stuff more. You need to start coming over earlier. He had been saying that for a while, like blah, 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 right? And I even had him meet my best friend at the time. That girl's weird as fuck, but like I had him meet my best friend at the time that night and her boyfriend, and they were all getting along. And like, it was very cute. Okay. It was like a cute little night for all of us, you know? And then after that, and like my rule in general with guys, including him, because you're not my boyfriend. And even if you were my boyfriend, I probably still would kind of do this, but like, you're not my boyfriend. So I really don't give a shit. I advise you guys do the same. If you fuck someone or like whatever, you go to like whatever the fuck it is, you do not speak to them after. You never do that, ever. I mean, I guess if it's really been long enough, and like I said, if it's your boyfriend, that's one thing, but like otherwise, no, don't do that shit at all, at fucking all. Like, it just, like, you just don't do that. Like, in my opinion, as a girl, obviously as the man, they need to text, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, as a girl, you don't do that, because it just, like, I don't know, like, you don't do that, okay? And I've done that before. It doesn't work, and you just get yourself more upset about it. So it's like, I would rather just, you know, okay, got it, thanks, bye. Don't speak to them until they speak to you. Again, it's not so much like don't speak to them ever again, but I mean, like, if it gets to that, sure, you know what I mean? And like, mind you, I had done that every single time. It was never an issue. We would always talk when we talk, or like he would text me after, be like, had a really good time with you last night, like, you know, like, did you get home? All the things that you should say as a man, that you're, you know what I'm saying, like, as you know. But that particular night, and mind you, this was after we went out. He was like all fucking over me, like genuinely, like, almost, I don't want to say giving boyfriend, but like, you know, very like, within context of everything he was saying and the way he was being, like, I just, you know. And I will say, I've been very cold to him the entire time. Like, I just was, because, and I mean, like, again, it's like, I get that I was cold. We'll get into that a different day. Because I do not have time to get into it today, but I was very cold, and like, that was kind of his entire thing. Like, I understand that, but it's like, again, I wouldn't let you be marking me up like that if I wasn't fucking with you for real, and I wouldn't have moved that quickly with you. Like, I don't know, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, just, I'm gonna finish this later, but to finish that thought really quick, just so I can like pick up later, didn't text him after that night. And again, like, I kind of just assumed he would text me on his own, like, truly. And he just didn't. And that night was a Wednesday, and we normally see each other on weekends. So I was like, okay, like, we're either gonna see each other this weekend, or at the very least speak, you know what I mean? And anyways, I actually was a hoe that night, or that weekend. I went to go see this other guy, because I was like, well, like, bitch, if I was ready to be done with it, honestly, there, like, truly, like, I was like, well, I guess if that's it, that's it. So I go to see this other guy. We didn't do anything like that, but like, you know, we were, you know, obviously into each other. Like, it was, you know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know, like, it just kind of like, I don't even want to get into that night, but like, basically that guy, he like got too drunk and like Ew, like, I'm sorry. Like, I hate that. Like, bitch, why are you as a man, like, you can't control your liquor? Like, you can't hold your liquor. Like, why am I, like, you know what I'm saying? Why am I wanting up? Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? That's the one thing I liked about the, what is the illiterate one? We would drink and drink and drink and drink and drink. I've never had a man get me so drunk. You know what I'm saying? And I love that shit. I love that shit. I love that shit. I love that shit. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Like, honestly, I do love that. I love it. And this one just completely turned me off of that. Like, it was like probably like I don't know, like, it was nothing. Okay, this man was like just passing out, and I was just like, ew. Like, I was just like, ew, ew, ew. And it just made me miss him. And again, like, it was more or less too, like, I did build a connection with him to an extent. Like, I was not fucking this man like carelessly. Like, I did actually fuck with him as a person. I did like him, and I don't know if I told you guys, but he did make music. He was really talented, and like, I've had every guy that I've talked to like that probably tell me this. They're like, oh, we should be like snow strippers. Like, you know what I mean? So it was like, it was cute. You know what I'm saying? But like, I really did fuck with him. And like, I think that's hot as fuck. Like, if you're like musically talented, heavy on talented, I don't give a shit if you make music. I give a shit if you're talented, because they all make music, but a lot of it's not good. You know what I'm saying? But he just like, I don't know. I just fucked with him. And like, I think I told you guys, like, I wouldn't say he's more of a boss than me, but he's a boss in my opinion for what it's worth. For his age, like, you have your own place, like, you know, like, you go to school, you do your little cooking job shit, like, you're a damn chef, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you make the music, like, I fuck with that. I really, really fuck with that, like, you know? So, I don't know, just seeing that other guy and seeing him being a mess and just seeing whatever the fuck, it just turned me the fuck off, and it made me miss the other one more. And I was like, well, let me just text him and be like, you know what, I'll text first. I never text first. This man's talking about some, you know, he really fucks with me and he really likes me and whatever the fuck it is, you know what I mean? And I'm like, well, he hasn't given me a reason to think otherwise, and he has been pretty good to me. And it was just more or less like, in that moment I realized, I'm like, okay, I do fuck with him a little, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do actually like him. And so I texted him that I missed him, because I did, and I allowed myself to do that because I never do that. And I've never texted this man first. I never text him first after we fuck. I never make the plans. I never do anything. So I thought it would be okay to show a little bit of interest. I felt like it was only fair, honestly, you know what I mean? And he proceeded to not text me back for like, I want to say a day, which pissed me off a little, but I'm like, okay, I understand you got a lot going on, so I'm like, fine. And he's like, I miss you too, whatever. And then I don't know, it was just like small. I hate texting. That's another thing. That's just in general, I hate texting. So like, I hated to text him in the first place, but I did. And then text him back. Doesn't text me for a whole 2 days. It is just like, oh, I've just been busy with work and school. And y'all know me. It's another bitch, because what the fuck else would it be? It's another bitch. It just has to be. And of course, I didn't go off the bat immediately accusing him, but from that point on, I just knew it was off, because this man would always text me back immediately with the work and the school. It was just, you know what I mean? And again, it was just so weird to me, because like, that was probably like the peak of our, I only say relationship because he said that. Obviously, relationship to each other, not like together. You get what I'm saying? But like, that was like the peak of our relationship, whatever the fuck. Like, genuinely, like that week, that night, whatever. And just for it to be completely 180, like I'm like, what did I do? At least tell me. So anyways, I proceeded to not text him back after that. Like, after he's like, oh, I've just been busy with work and school. I didn't text him back, because I'm like, well, you're saying you're too busy to talk to me in so many words. Without saying it, you're saying it. And I respect that. But if you're truly too busy to talk to me, that's fine. But I'm just assuming that he's going to talk to me when he can. He'll text me when he can see me. And we can go back to me being a cold ass bitch. Like, we don't got to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't got to play house. I don't got to stay at your damn house. I can leave. You know, we can have our we can have our short nights. You know what I'm saying? I'm fine with that. I was content with that. I never wanted that. It's not that I didn't want that to change. I was open to it changing, but it's like, bitch, I didn't ask. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the one that's been fucking begging me for the past month at this point, you know? So it's like, I thought, you know, so I kind of ghosted him, you know what I'm saying? I ghosted him after that. To me, I wasn't ghosting him though, because I'm like, bitch, you literally, I text you first that I miss you and shit, and then you're gonna be lagging hard as fuck, and the only thing you can really fork up to say is, you've just been really busy. So I'm like, bitch, fuck, I get that, but like, then if you're that damn busy to talk to your bitch low-key, maybe just don't talk, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got it. I'll give you your space, because I do understand that. Like, I need space sometimes, but like, it was just like, I felt like I was doing everything, but like, I thought there was too much space. You know what I'm saying? If you actually fucked with me. But anyways, I will pick up later. I have to go to work. It's literally, I'm late. But you know, I just wanted to leave it there, I guess. And it gets, there's a lot more to this. But yeah, I'll catch you guys with that later. So, okay, we're back. Obviously it's night. Also, I know my hair looks different. This is the same day. I mean, okay, hold on. Sorry, I was chewing gum, and I hate to be chewing gum in a video, because obviously. But this is the same day, same makeup actually. Just reapplied my lip combo, which like, I feel like I finally found a lip combo. Like, bitch, if you know, you know. Like, literally in all my... Okay, I feel like I look a little washed out. But, like, what can you do? You know what I mean? I still look good for what it's worth, okay? And I know my hair... It's hairspray to the nines because, like, I don't know what's going on with this part of it, but, like, it just will not stay in place for the life of it. So, like, that's why it's even more out of my face than it was. Which, like... I just feel like I have a very wide head. That's why I never wear my hair, like, with my forehead even out remotely, because I feel like my head is just so damn... Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I have a bad head. I just think it's very fucking wide. Like, it's especially here. Like, it's just wide as shit. And I'm just like, I feel like from the head on, it looks crazy. Like, I feel like my head isn't long enough for it to be as wide as it is. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, just a little more slender here. And I feel like, you know. Anyways, yeah, I love my lip combo. Like, I feel like it just looks bomb as shit. Like, my lips have never looked this good. Like, what? Also, you can actually see me because I brought a light this time. Also, it's 1 a.m, bitch, or it's about to be 2 a.m. on a Friday night, and I got off work early tonight. Like, bitch, y'all should be so motherfucking proud of me, because, like, bitch, I would have made an excuse to go outside a few weeks ago, a month ago, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? And, like, instead I'm like, you know what, no, I went home, I ate, I took a little nap. Bitch, I almost didn't come back out for this video because I was that damn slumped. But, like, I don't know, y'all know that thing where it's like, if you sleep on a certain clock, like, if it's like, I think if it's like, I was about to say 100, if you sleep like on hour 30-minute, like an hour and a half increments, like 90-minute increments, like if you wake up, if you take a nap for 90 minutes and you wake up at the 90 minutes, like that's a full cycle of whatever the fuck it is, and you'll wake up so refreshed. But if you wake up before the 90 minutes or you wake up a little past the 90 minutes, you're gonna be super groggy and feel like you could sleep forever. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think that's what happened. Anywho, though, I also brought alcohol, but I'm like, bitch, I feel like that's just gonna put me to sleep. So I'm like, low key, like, it's fine. Like, I don't need to be an alcoholic today. But yes. So where was I at? I'm like, I could restart the whole thing, but I'm like, do I really want to do that? I don't know. Basically what my point was with the guy, the illiterate one, the chef, whatever the fuck, my main for the past, I don't know, since September, you know? And to recap where I was, I'll probably like just merge these because I don't really know where I left off, but I don't want to like miss it either. Basically, I had ghosted him because he didn't respond to me for 2 days after lagging on me. I let you lag for a day. That's you know what I'm saying? Like, that's enough, you know what I mean? And I was gonna let that slide because I'm like, okay, like, shit happens, whatever the fuck, but like, how are you gonna lag on me for 2 more days after that? 2 more days at that. Like, another day, I guess, fine, but 2 whole ass days, like, bitch, no. And again, it's just like, I'm very like, I don't know, like, and I mean, maybe I shouldn't be like that, but like, I don't know, I think I should be like that because I was right, you know what I mean? But I'm always gonna assume that if you're acting different, if you're acting weird, it's for a reason. And like, not even so much that, I just had a feeling. After this, I just had a gut fucking feeling that, not even because of what he was doing, because there was even shit that happened after this where like it was trying to he was trying to revert it basically, and I was like, well, maybe whatever. But I'm like, the entire time, like, I technically still don't have too much proof of what I think, but I have enough, you know what I mean? I digress. Anyways, so after he didn't respond to me for 2 whole days just to say he was busy with work and school, I decided to let him have that, and I wasn't going to respond to him until he texted me. Not even respond to him, I just wasn't going to text him anymore. I'm like, okay, like, if you want to talk to me, you'll talk to me. When you want to see me, you'll see me. If not, you know? But again, I wasn't doing that so he wouldn't talk to me, or like, I wasn't doing that to cut him off. I was just doing that to give him space because I assumed that's what he fucking wanted, you know what I'm saying? At the very least, I'm like, bitch, I'm not gonna be texting you if you're not gonna text me back. Like, fuck I look like. Anyways, he proceeds to not text me at fucking all after that shit at all. And a week went by, and again, mind you, we normally see, like, we had seen each other on like Wednesdays, I think, because I think he either has school or work off from one of those the next day. So like, he can kind of like do something on a Wednesday sometimes if he wants. So Wednesday went by, nothing. The weekend came, nothing. And it was October still at this time. So I went to a Halloween party that night, but like, I was really, really, really just missing him. And like, me and my best friend at the time, it's a whole thing. I think I'm the one that he met, me and that girl, that's its own video. I actually made a whole, if you guys saw me talking about a who the fuck did I marry ass video, that was that video. It was filmed, it was recorded, it was talked about, never came to fruition. I mean, like, it did, I just didn't post it because me and her are still sort of in contact, and like, it would just be very embarrassing if I stayed friends with someone like that and then admitted all the shit that's happened between us. Truly, like, that was kind of my entire thing. I'm like, well, like, I don't want to put myself in that position, you know what I mean? But long story short, like, this is like the peak of that as well. So like, me not having my best friend made me miss my man, and me I say my man so loosely, but you get what I'm saying? Like, me not having her made me miss him, and me not having him made me miss her. So I just felt like I was being fucked in both fucking
holes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally every fucking direction. Like, that's what it felt like. Anyways, this particular Saturday night in October, I have this friend named Josh. Shout out to Josh. Love him. I had basically, okay, so this is where the like story time-esque part of this video comes in, because I was like, this is just where shit gets a little chaotic, because like, it is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of crazy. To this day, this shit is fucking wild as shit to me. Okay, like crazy. Like, y'all let me know, like, if you're a superstitious person or just even like a spiritual person, like I feel like you'll get what I'm saying. But I'm also a logical person. Like, some paranormal ass shit can happen, like some spooky ass shit, and like I'm always gonna try to be like, well, what if it was the wind? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just very, like, I would rather not believe there's a demon in the house, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, so yeah, this particular day, I have this friend named Tanae, and we hadn't talked in a while. Like, we had been planning to go out together for like Halloween or just like October or whatever, but like it just never came around because I was always with my other friend, and we were like going out, like we had plans every weekend like to go to all these moves, whatever. So like I was always just kind of booked with that, you know what I mean? But anyways, obviously me and her were fighting, like I said. So I like called her, I'm like, oh, like we should do something, but she's like, it's too late, like whatever, you should let me know sooner, which true, like it was like after 9, you know what I mean, after 9 p.m. So I was like, I get that. But we hadn't talked in a while, and like I was getting ready anyways, because again, I low-key was just in a funk, you know what I mean? Like, I was sad, I was down, my YouTube was kind of flopping, I was kind of flopping, my man hates me, my friend hates, like it was just, you know what I mean, like fucked in the ass, like I said. So I was just like, we were just talking, and I was like, well, yeah, I'm just gonna try to go out anyways. And we stayed on the phone for like 2 hours, and then we started talking about this mutual friend of ours named Josh, and we're like, oh, like we miss Josh, like whatever, like I wonder how he's doing. And we were saying how like he, like there have been a few times he's been like, oh, I feel like you guys don't like me, or you guys don't actually fuck with me, because every time y'all talk to me, it's only so I can give y'all a ride, which is low-key true. Like, we just don't really remember to talk to him until we need a ride to go somewhere, because like we all know him, so we're like, you know. But like sorry, I had to take a little break because my phone like crashed or something, I don't fucking know. But anyways, yeah, basically we were talking about Josh and how, you know, we miss him, and like, oh, like he probably thinks, we were just kind of laughing, it was kind of an inside joke at that point, like, oh, like every time we talk to Josh, it's because we want to go out, but we actually fuck with Josh and we want to hang out with Josh because we miss him, but we remember to talk about him because we mutually know him. And when we, because Josh is like a guy, like he's not gonna ask us like, oh, let's hit the club. I mean, I guess he could, but like he's not like that, you know what I mean? He's like he's an introverted queen, so like obviously he's not gonna, you know what I mean? Like he's just not like that. So anyways, we're like, oh, like we should, and like his birthday was like a month before this, so we're like, oh, like we should make a group chat and be like, happy birthday, Josh, like even though his birthday passed, like as a joke, kind of, like, you know. And I forgot to mention this, it had been like a good year since I had spoken to Josh, because the last time that I spoke to Josh, saw him at least in person, was that past November to see Lotto. If you guys saw my video where I was talking about that, that was the last time I saw both of them together. I think I saw her shortly after, but that was the last time I saw him or really like actively spoke to him. So just keep that in mind, okay? So anyways, we make this group chat, we're like, oh, like Josh, happy birthday, like whatever. And he's like, oh, like my birthday, like whatever, was a month ago, like ha 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 ha, we're so funny. Then he goes like, oh, like Gabby, tell me why I was thinking about you today, like I had a dream about you earlier today, like, you know, like that's kind of crazy that like, you know, you text me when I had a dream about you out of nowhere. And I was like, oh, like that's really interesting. Obviously I'm like, what dream did you have, you know, like what was this dream? And like I just took it as like, I'm just so aligned with the universe, and like, you know what I mean, like that's just kind of how I took it, because like shit like that will happen to me sometimes, like more than others. Like I'll just have really weird coincidences like that are like almost, it's like, how is that a coincidence? But it's like, what, like, you know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? Like just like I'll think about someone, they text me like as soon as I think about them, or like I'll be thinking about doing something, or I'll, you know, like I'll be singing a song that I haven't heard in so long, and then like it comes on, like that type of thing. I mean, like I don't know, like I have better examples somewhere, but like my memory's bad. You get the point though. Anyway, so I was just like, oh, like I'm just so aligned, like whatever, like what are the odds though, you know? I definitely thought it was like one of those coincidences though. Like I wasn't just like, oh, like that just happened for no reason. I mean, like I guess, but anyways, he proceeds to tell me how he had a dream that I was being manipulated by some guy, and that my friend Josh was basically trying to tell me like, oh, like he's fucking you over, in so many words. And I was like, that is really fucking crazy, because I just started talking to this guy. Obviously not just started, but you know, like kind of just started taking this guy seriously. I was like, that's really crazy. But I'm like, I just don't think, and I don't know if I told you guys this or like how much I hated this picture, but like my impression of this guy, the one that I was fucking, you know what I mean, was that he's kind of slow. He's kind of like I don't know, like weirdly, I know that sounds bad, but like I kind of liked that about him, because I'm like, okay, like you won't be able to fuck me over without me realizing it, kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of how I was with him. I'm like, well, like he's too slow to like, you get what I'm saying? Like that's how I thought about it. So I wasn't really like tripping. I was like, I don't know, like I just didn't really think too hard about it. So I was like, that's funny, but I don't think, you know. And I was like, for what it's worth, things have been going well, like I don't know, you know what I mean? And so we're like, what a coincidence, right? Anyways, so I proceed to go out. I go out to this afters club that I always go to, just to like, you know, like sit around, drink. There's a lot of trade there sometimes, so I was like, you know, like see the trade, like whatever, like, you know what I mean, get a few free drinks maybe, like I don't know, you know what I mean? So anyways, I go to this club, and I just so happen, and mind you, where me and the illiterate chef Trey live. We live close together, but like we live pretty far from this club. Like it's like a good 40-minute drive. I know you're like, why did you drive 40 minutes to go to a club? Bitch, I'm like that. If I want to go out, I will go the fuck out if it's an hour. Like, you know what I mean? I am just like that. Like that is me treating myself kind of, you know what I mean? And it was Halloween month. And again, like I was missing my friend, I was missing my man. So I was like, I just need to get out of the house and drink, you know what I mean? And then the whole YouTube thing had been eating me up too, like, you know, so I was just like, fuck, like I need to do something. So anyways, I'm out, whatever. I go to the bathroom for a sec. And I was just like looking in the mirror as you do before I go present myself to all the men. And I was actually live for this. I probably like not even like 4 of you were there, but like, you know, I was live if you were there. And this girl comes up to me and she's like, oh my God, like you're so pretty, like whatever. You probably see. Also, I want to say this too, on that live and that night particular, it had been a week since I had ghosted the guy, right? So I was kind of thinking, I'm like, maybe I should text him. Like, I don't know, like I was really missing him. And like, mind you, I did ghost him technically. So I was just like overthinking. I'm like, oh my God, like I do just kind of feel bad. Like, I don't know, I just kind of felt bad. And not even just that, but I was missing him. And I was like, maybe I should text him. Like, I don't know, like I was just like, I punished him enough. You know what I mean? Like it had been a few days. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like it would be appropriate to text him now, like, just be like, what's up, maybe, you know? And so anyways, I'm in the bathroom with this girl. This is the same night that my friend told me he had a dream about me and this guy, by the way, by like, you know. And anyways, so me and this girl comes up to me. She's like, oh my God, you're so pretty. And we just kind of start talking, whatever. And then she was saying how, like, she's like, oh, like, there's a bunch of bricks in here. And like, there's a lot of trade in here. And I was just like, when she said the bricks thing, I was like, okay, like, I was like, I don't know if you can, like, I don't know. I was like, I don't think, like, I don't know. It's just like, that's like really shady. Like, obviously, hopefully not to me, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, I don't think she would say that to me if she was talking about me. I'm just saying, like, I thought that was a very shady thing for a female to be saying, you know what I mean? I'm just like, okay. But like, I know like, it was like a gay area. So like, I know a lot of girls that go out to those clubs, like they're very with it. Like, I would expect that, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, like if you're in the damn gay scene, like you should be with the shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't really think too much of it. But when she started talking about trade, I'm like, okay, like why would a female be concerned about trade? Like, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, I was like, are you trans? And she's like, yeah, like you couldn't tell. And I was like, no, like this girl, so pretty, like genuinely just so gorgeous. And again, like I didn't really think too much of it because I was just like baddie, you know what I'm saying? Like baddies talking to baddies, like baddies recognize baddies, like this baddie just said I'm pretty, like trans baddie at that, you know what I mean? And I've always kind of like I don't know, like it's like a hard, being friends with other trans people is just like its own, it's just like it's kind of a battle because like not a battle, but like it kind of feels like it, you know what I mean? Because like if you're friends with someone who I guess in a way passes less than you, I hate to say that, but like it's the truth, you know what I mean? If you're friends with someone who passes less than you, or at the very least they feel like you pass more than them, you're always going to be able to tell that they feel a type of way. Like I've just experienced this, especially this year. Like they're always gonna feel a type of way. They just are, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna feel a type of way and it's going to affect your friendship, especially if you go out. Like you can be behind closed doors with them and like have a decent time, but like the second you'll go out and like there's men, like they will, colors are shown, you know what I mean? But there's the other side of it too, where it's like, okay, like if you're friends with a trans girl who passes more than you, it's like I feel like they kind of just don't take you seriously. They kind of just look at you as like I don't know, you know what I mean? Like you can just kind of tell. And again, like I'm not saying she was like that, but like that's just, you know what I mean? But again, I didn't necessarily, for me it's like I personally, like I don't really know what's worse. Like I feel like I would rather be friends with someone who passes more than me because I feel like that's going to get me there eventually quicker. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna want someone that knows what they're doing. I'm gonna want someone who's been in the game longer. I'm gonna want someone who, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just kind of how I feel, you know? But the other side of it too is like, okay, you definitely don't want to necessarily be deemed as the less attractive one, and you don't want to be deemed as like, I don't know. And I also saw this thing on Instagram today of this trans girl. She's like, it's not that you don't pass, it's just you're hanging with, I don't know what exactly what she worded it really well, and I'm gonna word it really bad, but she was basically insinuating like you're probably just hanging out with people who pass too well or some shit like that, which I do feel like that's true. Like if you're trans, like I would say like my level of passing, like I think I passed for the most part to the blind eye, if that am I making sense? But like obviously like if I've always said that like if you're talking to me like whatever, like you're probably gonna realize it, and I'm okay with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm okay with that because I think it's subject to change, and I don't think that necessarily makes me unattractive. You get what I'm saying? But like it is, you know what I'm saying? But like when I go to like low-key, when I go to like straight clubs, or I go to like I don't fucking know, when I go places where it's like it's not really any trans people, it's not whatever, like real shit, no one fucking says anything like ever. And you would think they would in places like that, but they really don't. So I think it really is that it's like, okay, like if you're just with like a bunch of trans girls that just like pass really well, or like whatever the fuck, like it's gonna rat you out for some fucking reason. Anyways, I digress. Sorry, I tangented way too, but that's what this is, bitch. This is my tangent thought dump ass channel, so fuck off, okay? So me and this girl are talking, and she's like, oh, like let me follow you on Instagram, like whatever. Mind you, for context, this girl transitioned at 12, just so you can mentally get the picture. I transitioned at 18, she transitioned at 12. Only thing is she was taller than me. So, and again, like it's not about that, like this girl sounds cunt as fuck. She's filled out. She's so pretty. And like, even throughout this entire thing, like, it was really hard for me to not, we'll get to that in a second. But anyways, I go to follow her Instagram, and tell me why my illiterate little boyfriend follows her. She didn't even follow him back, by the way. And I was just like, and mind you, I had gone out to get away from the thought of just everything. Like, I was like, I just want to go meet some new friends. I want to drink, maybe talk to a few guys, like whatever. Like, I was just really like, that shit really fucking killed me, bro. Like, I was just like, fuck, like, are you kidding me? I mean, obviously I just had to, like, I couldn't not ask. So I was just like, how do you guys know each other? Or I was like, how do you know him? Like, whatever. Or I was like, do you know him? I don't know what I said. And she's like, and she's kind of just like, I was so drunk, so I don't even remember for real, but she wasn't very direct about it. She's like, he's just a follower, but like, he's really sweet. And I was just like, what? She's like, yeah, I do OnlyFans. So she does OnlyFans. And then she was saying how, I don't know, some shit about he's really sweet. And I was like, how long ago, you know, did you guys talk? And she's like, it was a while ago. And that was kind of just that. And then this girl, and like, bless her heart, like, she was so sweet. So like, you know what I mean? We were kind of just like together the rest of the night, which I appreciate. Like, she had a friend with her. Her friend was really pretty. Like, they were both really sweet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, it's not that I didn't fuck with her. Like, honestly, like, I've thought about it. I'm like, girl, honestly, we should go out now. Now that I'm over this man, like, I kind of want to just like be her friend and stuff. And like, not like I wasn't. It's just like, again, like, I'm sure you can imagine if you're a girl or like if you're trans, whatever, like, it's very hard to stomach a girl being a lot prettier than you. And then the thought of your man either was into them or is still, or because my entire thing too, I'm like, this girl's so pretty. She probably wasn't actually fucking with him for real. And like, that's the only reason they're not talking anymore. And I was like, it's probably a thing where like, if he's going after me because I'm trans, he's going after me because he couldn't have her. And I'm never, ever, ever gonna be the bitch you're with because you can't have the bitch you want. I fucking hate that shit. And also the other side of this too, literally the first thing I asked this man when we started talking was, have you talked to trans girls before? Like, have you been with any before? And he literally said no. So I was like, I just feel like, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, like you could try to be like, oh, well, he's just a follower, but I don't believe that because it is so local. You know what I mean? Like, there's just, you know what I mean? And her Instagram was like kind of personally, like, it wasn't like her Instagram wasn't like OnlyFans. Like, it's not like that at all. Like, it's just like an Instagram, you know? So it's just like, fuck, like, you know what I mean? So literally as soon as she left, like, because we were sitting in my car for a second. It was actually, we low-key had a night. I'm not gonna lie. We had a little night. And again, that's why I'm saying like, she's cool. Like, her and her friend are really cool. I just deleted like 4 fucking videos that were 20 minutes long each on this phone because this is the phone I record with, because this phone is always acting up. I cannot do shit on this fucking phone. And the storage is so full, so I'm just like, fuck. But I bought iCloud on this, like 2 terabytes. Like, I don't really know how that works. Like, will it actually let me film? I guess we're about to find out. But yes, anyways, basically where I was at, had a little key with this girl and her friend, this trans girl, mind you. And the second she left my car, I was like sobbing because I was just genuinely like defeated. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, wow, like I was really like, I don't know. And like, it's also just like, for what it's like, my other thing too is I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if this girl was just embarrassed about talking to him because like, she's so pretty and I don't want to say he's a mess, but like low key, I showed you guys him and y'all were like, he looks a mess, which like he kind of does. But I thought he was really sweet. And again, like I said, the selling points, like I said, I don't really care if you're a pretty boy. I care that you're a provider and a hustler and a go-getter and that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what really sold me on it. And we just got along very well. And you know what I mean? So it was really just that, but someone of her stature, like not like I'm less than or something, but you get what I'm saying? Like I intentionally go for guys that I almost look at as a little bit less than. I know that sounds really shitty, but that's how I kind of look at it, because I'm like, well, if you're a little ugly, you're barely pulling shit anyways, so you should worship the ground I walk on. And that is the type of relationship, type of whatever the fuck I need, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I want. So I don't go for these pretty boys, I don't go for these guys that pull bitches. Like no, like I don't want that shit. So it's like someone of her stature, like she genuinely is so pretty that like I think she could pull whoever the fuck she wants, like straight man or not, into trans women or not, like you know what I mean? Like she's that pretty and passable, like, you know. So if I was her, I would definitely be a little embarrassed if I was fucking with some guy that I was fucking with, you know what I'm saying? Like that is the truth, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I would be embarrassed about that. Anyways though, so that kind of bursted my bubble a little. I was like, well, I'm not going to text this man because now I'm upset at him even more. Like that's the other thing too with all this, like I feel like a lot of it could have been maybe avoided or explained or what less misunderstood if he would have just talked to me sooner, because it's like the longer we weren't speaking, the more I had time to think and the more I was getting upset at shit that, you know what I mean? Like it was just like stacking. And I'm sure likewise, you know what I mean? I'm sure he also, you know, had his reasons maybe, but anyways, I digress. So another week goes by, man said nothing. I'm just like, wow, he fucking hates me. And I had posted, I want to say the next following weekend or something, and he unfollowed me, and that shit blew the fuck out of me. I was like, there's no way this is how that's going out. So I immediately texted him. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I did. Why don't you tell me what gave you the ick? Bitch, I don't know what I said, but I said all the things. And I was like, yeah. It was a Saturday, so I'm like, bitch, and mind you, I still had him on Snapchat at the time. Like, I hadn't removed him on anything. That's what pissed me off. It would be one thing if I unfollowed him, but I didn't. So that's what really blew me about it. I'm like, you're just not going to talk to me at all. So I had a Snapchat, which means I had his location still. So I was like, I'm going to give him today all day to answer. He don't answer, I'm pulling up to his fucking house. That's exactly what I did. I live streamed the whole thing. If you were there, that was a different fucking time to be alive. But anyways, so I pull up to his damn house at 12 a.m. because that's when he got home. And I waited outside that damn door for an hour on my live stream. And then he opens the door because he had someone over. He had some like old man over. I'm pretty sure it was someone that he works with, or I don't fucking know. Okay. For a second, I was like, is he about to fuck this man? Like, I was like, I need to see this. You know what I'm saying? Like, please. So that's why I didn't knock immediately. Also, just like, if someone else was there, it's like, okay, like, I'm probably not gonna get the most like honest, real conversation version of him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, that was my other incentive too. So I was kind of just like waiting it out. Anyways, so he opens the door. He's like, oh, I didn't expect to see you here. And I was like, right, surprise. So then I kind of just, I'm not gonna lie, this is where everything just went beyond south. I mean, I'm sure you can imagine, but I was really drunk because I just came from a Halloween thing, and I wasn't drunk on the way there, but like I drank once I got there because I was hella nervous. And I don't know, okay, like it just was not the smartest thing to do. I wish I could change that, but I can't. And mind you, he talks, I think this is just most normal people. I'm not even just saying this because he's like whatever, but he talks kind of slow, and he also kind of talks with like, I don't know if you would say it's a lisp or like an accent. I'm not even kidding, but like he has a very specific way of speaking, you know what I'm saying? And when you're drunk as fuck and you're mad as fuck and you know you're not gonna catch every damn word. And the thing is, when I'm mad, you guys, I'm bipolar. I think I've told you this. I'm bipolar. So like, you can say one thing and it will genuinely just set me the fuck off. And I will not, and I hate that. I really do. And this made me realize that, like, honestly, this was like a learning experience for me, like in future relationships or just in general, like with personal, like friendships, whatever the fuck. Like, I'm really bad about that. Like, I will cut, when I'm mad, I will cut you off. I will, like, I'm just always in a defense mode when I'm upset with someone I care about. You know what I mean? So I pull up, I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck I said. Okay. I don't even know what I said, but basically I'm just kind of going off on him. I'm like, I don't know why the fuck you unfollowed me. Like, you could have at least like, I don't know. I was just, you know, and he was basically just explaining how he's like, mind you, I live stream it. So I was able to go back and listen to it. But at the time, all I heard him say was some shit about how I didn't text him after we fucked, and that really upset him. And he felt like I just was not as into him as he was into me, and how some shit like that, like basically like he felt like he was more into me than I was into him, and that he was scared of us getting closer and him liking me more and me just not wanting to be with him, in so many words. So he did say that. However, then he goes on to fucking say that he went on a date a few days later, and he had realized in that date that he could only do a situationship right now, and he's too emotionally unavailable for a relationship, and basically just, yeah, just that. So when he said that, I took that and ran with it, because I was like, the fact that you said you can only do a situationship right now, and that's exactly what I'm fucking giving you. I'm giving you less than that. Like, that's what blew me when I heard that shit, because I'm like, bitch, like what? Like, I'm getting cut off for what? Because you can only do a situationship right now, but I'm literally giving you that. But you're talking about you want to be with me, you want me to yourself, you like me, all this shit, whatever. And again, I'm used to guys will love bomb the fuck out of you, like, and not even realize it. Like, I think they genuinely like I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, and bitch, I kind of do the same thing. So like, again, like, I never really take that shit to heart. Like, I really, really don't. It was just more or less the fact that I got cut off for no reason, because it's like, it's not even like I was reciprocating the love bombing. It's not like I was sitting here trying to tie you down, like whatever. And I felt like that's what he was trying to say, which it wasn't what he was trying to say. It's just, I think it was poorly worded for me to be that drunk as well. So I kind of just, I took that and I ran with it. And then on top of that, I will say, I feel like him going on a date, that's a very valid reason to be upset, which I wasn't even that upset about that. I was just like, in hindsight, I'm upset about that because he was talking about he wanted to go on dates with me and all this stuff. And it's like, either this is some bitch that you've been seeing, or you just met this bitch and you're already taking her on a date. Either way, it's like, where the fuck was my date if you were really that into me, you know, truly. And again, it's like, I'll reiterate, I was not asking for that. I did not demand that. I did not need that. But you cannot fucking sit here and say that you're just so into me and you feel like I'm just not into you at all. But then you'll turn around and take another bitch on. You'll take another bitch on a date the second, like, you know what, you get what I'm saying? Like, I can't even explain it, but anyways, whatever. I kind of just continued to go off on him. He's barely getting in any words. And basically it kind of just ends with, I don't even know how it ended for real, because it was a while ago at this point. Like, this was over a month ago, but he's basically just saying how he did really like me, but he was just, you know, scared of getting hurt, in so many words, which is valid, but we'll get to that. So anyways, that happens. He's basically just like, well, have a nice life. And I was like, thanks, you too. He actually had the nerve to ask me to come inside. I was like, bitch, which, like, a part of me wishes I would have. I don't know, like, that's that. Okay, we'll get to that. But so I leave sobbing because I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I was just like, what the fuck? Like, this doesn't make sense. Like, whatever the fuck. Like, you know, like, I was just really devastated because I did really start to like him just for it to go out like that. And I don't know. Okay. So anyways, I go back home. I listen to the conversation 20 times over, and as I sober up, I come to realize everything he said, and that everything that I misunderstood and everything I was cutting him off, and I'm like, I didn't even really listen to everything he was saying. Like, I didn't let him finish a lot of things, and I wish I did, type of thing. And I just really started to regret, because I was fine with leaving it where it was, but then I listened to all that, I'm like, fuck, like, I wish I would have handled that differently. And I wouldn't be surprised if someone says this. No, I didn't bring up the girl because I just feel like I didn't need to. Like, it was really that. Like, I felt like at that point it's like, okay, you're going on a date with another girl, at the time, I thought he was saying that, like, he could only do a situationship, and I was trying to tie him down, and I was scaring him. That's kind of what I thought he was saying in the moment. So I was like, why would I need to say anything else? Like, bitch, like, you know, it's like, okay, you could be fucking this bitch. You could have lied about that, but it's like, bitch, you're trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't even care. But then I come to realize I was kind of in the wrong. So I talked to my mom about it. She's like, well, you should just tell him, like, honestly, like, you were drunk, and apologize for your behavior, and be like, could I come clear things up? And she's like, he'll probably say yeah. So anyways, I text him a few days later. He never answered. Basically, he texts me finally after 2 weeks, and he's just like, I don't fucking know. It was some dry ass shit. Like, what are you doing? And then this starts this saga of us texting for, I want to say, the past 2 weeks as of now. Just, he'll text me really late at night, some dry ass shit like, hey, or what are you doing? I'll text him back probably like an hour later the next morning because it's too late. He won't respond for a few days, and then a few days later he'll text me, same time, same shit. And it's just giving, you just want me to come over later. And the thing is, before, I would have not minded that shit at all. Like, that's the type of timing I was on. I'm like, okay, like, bitch, I'll come over at 12 a.m, 1 a.m, 2 a.m, 3 a.m if I'm out. Like, let me get some dick, you know, like, coming home from the club type shit, you know what I mean? Like, that's the type of timing I was on. But we were already established, like, we were not on bad terms, so I was not upset at that type of thing. Like, I would even text him that late sometimes, you know what I mean? It's like, it wasn't even really like it bothered me he was texting me late. It's just the fact that, like, I just poured my heart out to you and was like, I really want to make things right with you and all this shit, and you're kind of being a douchebag, you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, you're kind of being a dick about it. And like, I didn't like that, but I was letting it slide because I was like, well, I did fuck up really bad, so I'm like, you know. But anyways, after some time, this just continues, right? And so anyways, I finally get a hold of him at a decent hour, the decent hour being 11 p.m. But I had texted him back because he texted me the day before, same shit, like, what are you doing, whatever. I texted him at 11 p.m. the next day. I was just like, hi, like, whatever. And he actually texts back immediately because I think it was just like, okay, bitch, you're not gonna catch me any other time. So it's like, I sat there texting back, now we're gonna keep playing phone tag. So he texts me back, he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, nothing. He's like, what are you, or I think at this point it was 12 a.m. and he's like, what are you doing tonight? And I thought he meant like, I guess tonight would make sense as in, I don't fucking know. I honestly was just hoping he meant the following night because I was like, I would be so down to come over the following night, but I was like, bitch, like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I just washed my hair too. Like, there was no way I was coming over. So he's like, what are you doing tonight? And I'm like, oh, nothing, I'm just working. And he's like, what time do you get off? I'm like, 9. And he's like, 9 in the morning. And I was like, no, I get off at 9 p.m. And he's like, oh, so you're off right now? I was like, yeah. And he's like, do you want to come over? I was just like, I'm not doing this. And so anyways, I kind of just took that as my opportunity to be like, look, like, no, I'm not coming over. It's too late. I wish you would have told me earlier if you wanted me to come over. And I was basically just like, I don't know. I was basically just like, I don't know why you hate me, like, whatever. And he's like, why do you think that? I'm just like, well, I've been trying to see you for the past month and you just have not followed through on anything. And I was just saying how basically I'm like, you only text me really late, you lag on me like crazy, you ghost me. And I was like, I understand that I fucked up, but like, I've been trying to make it up to you and it just seems like that isn't enough for you. And I'm like, that's fine, but then I just don't understand what's the point of this, you know? Like, I was like, I don't like doing this and I'm not gonna keep doing it in so many words. And he's like, do you want to come over and talk about it? I'm like, I would love to, but I'm like, I just can't tonight. And I was like, what are you doing tomorrow night? And he's like, oh, I'm busy, whatever. And I was like, and like, I just don't know how much I believe that because like, this man used to make so much time for me, like, and I know he's busy, I know that to be true, but it's like, mind you, like, you are so busy and you still managed to go on a date with another bitch. So it's like, yeah, I get you're busy, but like, like, I don't know. Like, I was like, I just, like, I don't know. And like, again, like he would literally like squeeze me in on nights he would have school or work. And I'm not saying you have to do that, but if you fuck with me, you should, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the truth, you know? But at the very least, if you're gonna be free one night, you should make sure I'm free in advance if you really want to fucking see me. Like, I don't fucking know, like that. You guys get what I'm saying. I know you do. So anyways, he was like, you're right. I'm sorry. Like, whatever. I just really miss you though. And just all this shit, all this shit, right? So anyways, there was that. And then he was also saying how he's like, oh, like, I'm just scared of you. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, or he's like, I'm just scared. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, I'm scared of you. And I was like, what? I guess he was saying because I like spazzed on him. I also did. I don't know if I'll leave this in. I also did kind of, I don't know if I'm leaving that in because like, I don't want you guys to like actually cancel me. I'm sorry. Like, you have to be a little rough on the edges with them sometimes. And bitch, he was rough on the edges with me. Like I said, like, he never straight up like hit me, but like, and I mean, like, it's one thing if you're hitting is crazy. It's one thing if you were to like, I don't know, like, I guess like it's one thing if it's in a sexual way. So like, I'm not saying like he was an abusive to me, like literally, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to act like that, but like, you know, like there was a time I did swing on him because he, I don't even think, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But like, mind you, like he wasn't walking around with like he wasn't walking around with bruises, you know what I'm saying? It's like, let's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not. Anyways, though, so that was kind of just that. Go to bed, tell him it was nice to talk to you, like nice to hear from you, like whatever. Trying to be a good girl, right? Like trying to be nice, trying to be like in my soft girl era. And he proceeds to not text me anymore, which is fine. I wasn't tripping. However, I will say he did tell me earlier that week that he's like, oh, like, if you want, I can see you on Thanksgiving. Or Thanksgiving break, basically, like this entire week, the week of Thanksgiving, because he's like, I'm off from school, so I'll have a lot more free time then. And so I was like, oh, bad, like, you know, whatever. Mind you, I was expecting him to text me about that because when we make plans, but it's like, you're the one with the schedule that's impossible to work around. So it's like, you know, even if he was gonna do his fucking booty call ass shit, like, bitch, like, I was at least expecting that. And again, what I really wanted, you know what I wanted more than anything from all this? I wanted to go over there, say my apology, but I didn't want to go over so I could work it out because at this point it's too far gone. You know what I mean? But I wanted to go over one last time. Y'all know my passion, my true fucking passion in this life, slutting men the fuck out. I wanted to go over and just do it like he's never fucking had it and then just block, ghost, never speak to this man again. That's what I wanted out of this. That's what I truly fucking wanted. So I was really just waiting on the fucking opportunity to fucking pounce on that opportunity. Like, bitch, like, okay, like, come over, like, some shit, whatever the fuck, okay? And like, bitch, I hadn't been fucked in a while either. It's like, I also needed that at least, you know, to whatever. Anyways, but he just proceeded to not fucking text me ever. And then once Thanksgiving hit, because mind you, the last time we spoke was on Friday, once Black Friday, once today hit at 12 a.m. I know this may be a little too early, but bitch, I don't give a shit. You should not go a whole last week not talking to me when you told me you would see me. And he might have seen me over this weekend. I don't give a fuck. You just don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucking fine, but I'm not going to do that shit. So I blocked him. I actually, okay, y'all are going to laugh. I already unblocked him, but I'm only leaving him unblocked for the rest of this weekend. But like I unfollowed him and like removed him and stuff. So like he's going to see that regardless. But I'm like, I just want to keep the door open just to see if he wants to say anything, which I know he won't. Okay. Coping. Again, it's like, honestly, at this point, it's just an ego thing because I'm just like, I really refuse to believe you. Like, you know what I mean? There's just like no way you're not like crawling back to me. Like, I'm just like actually like confused. Like it's not even a matter of like, oh, I just miss him. Like, bitch, fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. I'm actually like disgusted. I'm disgusted with him and I'm disgusted. Okay. Like I'm literally disgusted. Like I'm just like, and like, you know what really did it for me? I was going through his following. He just follows some rancid ass bitches. And I'm just like, ugh. And I'm not even talking about the OnlyFans girl. She's pretty. She is stunning. Drop dead gorgeous. So much love to her. Honestly, you know what I'm thinking? I'm like, bitch, let me hit her ass up and be like, girl, when are we going out again? Whatever. Because he still follows her. Let me pop out with her. Look good as fuck on her story. Who gets the last laugh? Bitch. Me. Always. Unless he's still fucking her, then you know what, bitch? Y'all both got it. I'll give you that. That's another thing. I'm like, what if there's a video? Stop. Anyways, so yeah, that's where I am. That's where I am in life right now with my relationship status. My bitch, I'm not gonna lie, I was so excited to be cuffed for the holidays. I was so ready to decorate the Christmas tree with him and, you know, like the gifts. Bitch, honestly though, God bless, because if this shit wasn't gonna work out, I was gonna splurge on him for Christmas, and then I would have been pissed that I splurged on him for Christmas. And like, you know, because every time I've had a guy that I'm talking to, a friend or whatever the fuck, like I always splurge. I just do. I always go crazy for Christmas, so I would have absolutely done that for him and his damn cat. I miss the cat, I'm not gonna lie, but we keep it pushing, child. And yeah, that's that. There is other things I want to talk to you guys about, like in general with my life, because obviously it's more than just a man. It always is, but that's just, you know, the general where that's at, because that also took a toll on me, obviously. That's also kind of just why I've just been defeated. You know what I'm saying? I've been defeated. The way I look naked, I promise I'm not, but I've just been defeated with between that, this friend of mine, because like I said, that is its own fuck ass video, like already was, but I might have to refilm that, or I might have to explain that differently. But just this girl has been draining the fuck out of me, like truly. And like, I hate to say that, but it's the truth. Like, she's just been not a good friend to me. She's put me through so much shit, so much arguing, so much whatever. Like, I don't even think I could get into a quarter of it today. Like, literally that would be its own like hour-long video. Hour or two long video. So there was also that, and then I've just been up and down, like the bipolar of it all, but like also like I've just been up and down with, you know, what I want in life, like where I'm going. Like, I've been getting frustrated a lot, like, okay, like I feel like I'm not elevating fast enough. I don't have my surgeries yet. I don't have this. I'm not moved out yet. I'm not that, like whatever. But bitch, that's just on the way. Again, that's why I'm trying to get into this energy of like, you know what, I can't block my blessings. I cannot sit here and say this has to happen through YouTube, or this has to happen like this, or this has to whatever. Like, absolutely the fuck not. It's gonna happen how it happens, and in Jesus' name. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, truly, like, that's how I feel. Like, I'm just like, well, like, you know. And bitch, I got some tricks up my sleeve. Okay, I have some plans starting in December. So trust, bitch, 2026, we up for real. And like, it's not that we're not up now. It's just, I had a lot of setbacks this year. Okay, like there's still some stories just off the top of my head that I need to tell y'all about. Car engine blowing up. I know I mentioned that to y'all. I need to tell y'all about that. The friend that I was telling you about. All the recent times I've done Molly. Recent is crazy, but over the past few times I've done Molly this year, a lot of crazy shit happened every time, because I mean, it's a hell of a drug, and I'm sober now from that, and like pretty much everything besides Xans. Does that count? Because every time I say I'm sober, my friend's like, no, you're not, because you take Xans. So I'm just like, I feel like that's not really, and I'm not even really on Xans for real like that anyways. Other than that, I'm very sober from all the substances, which is good. I think it's obviously it's good for you. It's good for your well-being, and like I feel like you maybe will attract things a little more if you're not on drugs. So, you know. But yeah, bitch, the way it's like literally gonna be December, I fucking hate that, but fuck, I mean, that's this year. I also just started seeing a speech pathologist, so maybe I'll sound fish as fuck sooner or later. I don't fucking know, you know what I mean? Like, I was telling her, I'm like, girl, like my entire thing is just like, because I had, the only reason I'm seeing one is because I'm supposed to have my voice done in February, and they say you need one, you know what I mean? So they can like teach you how to talk. But I was just like, I don't know, like, I'm just so scared to sound too monotone or whatever, because she was saying how like I have a lot of like, I forgot what it was, but like my tone fluctuates a lot, and it does, you know what I'm saying? It really, really does. And I was like, yeah, like I love that about, not so much love that, but like I am just like that. Like, I'm a very expressive person, like as you guys know. I talk at different speeds. I talk loud a lot of the times. I like, you know what I mean? Like it's always fluctuating, you know what I mean? I'm just like, I just cannot imagine, like I would feel so restricted if my tone was limited and my volume was limited and like all the things, and like maybe I need the volume reduction a little bit, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like literally people always tell me like, bitch, you're talking so loud. I'm like, right, sorry, like what is wrong with me? So I don't know, okay, like it's like you know what I mean? And she's like, well, like I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so there's also that. Like, I don't know, like I'm focused on the things, okay? Like I am focused on the things. Only thing I'm a little nervous about is this dermal. I'm like, okay, like I feel like it's gonna have to come out at some point if I get my FFS. Then I'm just like scared of the scar it's gonna leave, but we'll cross that bridge when we cross that bridge. I want to say that's about it. I'll leave you guys here. I've talked way too much, but thank you so much for listening to the end if you did. Black Friday haul soon, hopefully. I haven't really ordered too much because I'm trying to save my money, but like also like genuinely, like I just haven't seen anything that I think is like super worth it. Or like I feel like I had been like waiting all month for Black Friday, and the second it came up, I just kind of like blinked on everything. I wanted some shorts from Matte Brand, but they didn't everything I wanted isn't on sale in so many words, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, fuck. I might try to get a deal on like a lip flip or something though, like maybe, or like filler. I'm really scared to get filler though, so like I'm probably just gonna stick with a lip flip, just see how I like it. Plus it's cheaper, plus it's temporary, plus you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I always have a roster. Not a roster for real. I really don't have a roster. Like, I feel like roster makes it sound like you have multiple people you fuck. I don't at all. I just have a roster of men to potentially be next in line. You know what I'm saying? For that. Because again, I only fuck with one person at a time. Like, I really don't do the whole fucking, like, you're fucking, I've never done that. I don't think I'll ever do that because it's just nasty. Like, honestly, like, that's nasty as fuck. You know, like, that's nasty. And if I found out the guy's doing that, I dropped it immediately. Like, that's why I stopped talking to this guy too, because I'm like, bitch, you are obviously occupied with someone else and you're not about to be seeing me when your other bitch isn't acting right or some shit. Like, that's just not, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm really fucking not, especially for what it's worth. If he was like all of that, I guess maybe, but he's really fucking not. I'm just like, bitch, I'm not. No, fuck up. fuck out my face. Yeah, I love you guys so much, and thank you again for staying to the end and believing in me if you believe in me, and just sticking with me. Like, it means so much. Like, again, like, if you've been here for the past year, the past few months, the past 2 years even, you mean the literal fucking world to me. And because I'm just so inconsistent, and you know, it's just nice to always have a few people to come back to. Like, that just means the world to me. And I know I always say that, some iteration of that, but I can never stop saying thank you. I just can never stop saying thank you. So thank you. This has become such a huge part of my life for what it's worth. I know I was like thinking about cutting it off, but like I can't do that. I really can't. It's just, yeah, I'm being corny and annoying, so I'll stop. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for everything. And yeah.